In this video, we're going to make an HTML file to run in the browser. This is a JavaScript course, but to run JavaScript in the browser, we generally need to have an HTML file to run that in. So what we're going to do first is download an extension called Live Server. Okay, so click on your extensions, go to Live Server, go ahead and install this first one right here that says Live Server. Okay, then we'll come back to our file directory, and I'm going to hit New File, and I'm just going to call this 04.html. And then I'm going to use a shortcut in VS Code with Emmet. I'm just going to type in an exclamation mark and click on this, and this will generate an HTML template for me. I'm going to put something in the body of the HTML file. I'll say this is awesome and save it. And then I can right click on this and hit Open with Live Server. And what this will do is it'll actually open it up within my browser. Okay, you can see that that showed up over here. If I make a change to this, if I just copy this line of code and paste it a few times and come back, you can see that it updated this without me having to refresh anything, which is really great. Okay, so with Live Server installed, I can very easily run programs in the browser. This is just HTML. But then if I wanted to create a JavaScript file, I could just call this 04.js, and then I could run my first JavaScript function. I could just say, hi there, from JavaScript. Now, this won't run by default. I have to connect it to this file. So I'm going to come into here and I'll say script. And again, here's another little suggestion from VS Code. I'll go ahead and use that. And I'll just say, hey, let's go ahead and link up my new JavaScript file. And then in here as it runs, you can see there's our little alert pop-up running JavaScript, which tells us that, hey, we have our HTML running in the browser, but we also have JavaScript running in the browser because we referenced our JavaScript file in our HTML file. Okay, and we will use this same pattern throughout this entire course, making HTML files and JavaScript files to run together in the browser.